Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are ranking up to rank 24 Mythic with Mono Black Midrange. Not gonna lie to you, haven't put in my 10,000 hours with this deck. I feel like a lot of the time I have a pretty good sense of what needs to go where, how much of, this card here or that card there to fit the meta and answer things, and I just don't really have that vibe. I just haven't really played a whole lot of Mono Black. Bronco I threw in 4 of because the stats are really good on this card. It's a 2-mana card that attacks and draws you a free card every turn. How could you not like that? Well, it turns out when you go Bronco on 2 into Annex on 3, you lose 2 life here, and we lose like 2 to 8 life off of this. It actually does put you deep in the hole very quickly, so I could see why you might only run like 2 of these, maybe an extra bat and an extra Annoy with Affliction. It's a very good card, but it is dangerous for sure, certainly against the wrong opponents. I'm happy with Disfigure. I ran 4 of it, no problems there. Cuts down, or rather, disfigures mono red very quickly, so I'm happy with that. Annex, obviously very good. Slasher's interesting. Like, last time I played mono black, I basically neglected the Slasher in favor of the Preacher, because I like the card draw off of this, but again, the stats just aren't as good, so I tried 4 Slasher today. I think basically, it just puts on so much pressure. Like, you go from 20 to 18 to 9 very quickly, and that puts you within striking distance of your Archfiend, obviously combos with the Bloodletter of Alcazaz as well, so I tried 4 in there today. I feel like this card never really impresses me. Even when I'm playing it or playing against it, for the most part, it feels kind of slow and clunky, but I'm trusting the data and we're giving it a go, and it certainly was very successful in my run to 24 Mythic today. Archfiend is a no-brainer. How much Sheldred? How much Bloodletter? Why run Sheldred at all? Why not just run all the Bloodletters? I mean, they're very similar, except Sheldred penalizes your opponent for drawing, whereas the Bloodletter is a little bit better with the Annex, and I have 1 Harvester in there, kind of taking the 4th slot of the Anoint with Affliction. Very good on 5 against Mono Red. Just the -2/-2 sweeper is really good. Mana base has some interesting stuff. Demolition Field for some creature lands. Fountain Port combined with Sunken Citadel gives you a lot of late game draw power, which you otherwise would not have, so I was very happy with that today. And then in the sideboard, we got some Duress. Again, should you main deck any of it? I don't know. I'm pretty happy against aggro just main decking 4 Disfigures. I don't know how much Duress should really be in there or deserves to have a slot. Again, it has a low win rate attached to this card, so I feel like it's just a sideboard card. Liliana is fantastic on the play against any creature deck. You just obliterate them with this, but I don't know that it needs to be in the main deck. I mean, what would you really cut for it? Eclipse is a good sideboard card to sweep for -2/-2. Gix, another good sweeper. I like having 1 Harvester of Misery in the main deck, but having Gix to sub in seems good to me. Another Anoint in here. Withering Torment to potentially take out enchantments or just hit any creature. Like 4 Go for the Throats is all you really have against your opponent's Archfiends in the mirror, so having some extra copies of removal I think is good. And 4 Leyline of the Voids. This is not in my first game. You'll see in my first match, I sorely missed this card. I was running like the Ghostbuster, sucky, I don't know, gun thing that sucks up the ghosts. I was really missing the Leyline of the Void. I think you gotta have all 4. It eats a lot of slots in the sideboard, but you'll see why. Game 1 is absolutely nasty. Anyway, a lot of success today, but I don't feel like I have a lot of wisdom to pass down to you on this one. So if you have thoughts in the comments about how you design the deck and why, I'd be interested in hearing it, because I'm not a big mono black player, and I don't feel like the deck really sings to me. So let me know what you think. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the draw with no removal, but otherwise nice looking hand. Oculus, perhaps? Black. Finding the 3rd path. I guess that is Oculus, right? Just self-mill. Chart of course. Alright, they're going ham. They're going really hard off the bat here. I don't know how we do against that. Here comes a Bronco. Stuff on the ground's not so helpful. I feel like this is going to be a tough matchup for us. Maybe we need some serious graveyard hate for this. Okay, it's back already. Wow. Well, we're not saddling. I don't know if we're drawing either. I mean, we'll lose a lot of life initially, and then we play the Archfiend next turn. I hope it doesn't get bounced immediately. I guess we can look for a removal spell here. Again, we're not saddling, so, yeehaw. Here we go. Please be a land. Nice. All right, that's not so bad. That's not too bad. They trade. Okay, honestly, that's fine. Let's draw into some removal, I think. Otherwise, we are toast here. About to take a whole lot of damage. Play the Archfiend. They bounce it. They swing for lethal. Like, this is going to be... Oh, this is going to be a quick game. We're going to get absolutely terrorized by this deck. I guess you really do need 4 copies of Leyline of the Void in the sideboard just for this mofo, right? Down to 15. It's not looking good. I mean, we can play the Archfiend. It's just going to get bounced immediately, and then we lose. But I don't really see what else we can do here. Maybe even countered. We're gonna get absolutely destroyed. Let's see if they can get a counterspell for 1 mana. No, doesn't mean they're not gonna. I mean, just a single bounce spell into the Flood Maw just eviscerates us. Should I get in with the fish? I don't know, man. Whenever I play against mono black, they just have 10 removal spells and annihilate any creature I have. But this ain't it. This ain't the mono black I know. Yeah, bounce my creature. Swing for semi-lethal. This is gonna be a rough game too. I didn't put the ley lines in. I was like, do I really need to take out 4 slots just for ley line? I probably will put it back in after this game. I don't think we have any sweepers in the main deck either. Oh gosh. Oh goodness gracious. Just end the misery, please. Alright, well, this is a brutal game 1. Absolutely absurd game 1. There's nothing we can do. Nothing we can draw. That's just game. We just move on. We say, oh my god, get me out of here, and try again. Alright. Why is my sideboard up here? So, Ghost Vacuum seems relevant. Sweeper also seems helpful. If we can get there. Liliana is not bad, gets worse. You're obviously very good. All the disfigures are useless, they can all come out. Destroying creatures is only so good. Duress is also only so good. We can pick off the reanimator stuff, but it's not amazing, I would say. Harvester is close to useless, I suppose. It was basically this. I mean, we really need 4 copies of Leyline in here. I mean, Liliana just fuels their strategy, basically. Duress is okay. Is Duress better than anything else we have? I don't inherently think so. I think we're running it like this. Here we go. Game 2. Just eviscerated the first game. We'll be on the play, thank you. We have some removal. I keep this. We keep this. Black. Unknown with Affliction for turn 3. We can get the next tap land down here. Or we can get the Bronco cooking. Let's do that. Maybe we'll hit more land anyway. Yeehaw Part 2. Ooh, no white. I like that. So we want to attempt the annex here. Can attempt an attack first. Hit him for 2. Blow Yeehaw. That's a good card. They know we got it, but that's okay. Let's give him the annex. Now the flip side of the annex is not so good because the token gets bounced very easily by Into the Flood Maw. In fact, all of our expensive stuff does. So that's going to be a tough part of the strategy. Probably don't really want to flip it. That's a good card. Okay, I think we're in the game-ish. Sheldred's also not bad against the few draw spells they have, like Chart a Course. Exercise. Alright, they came prepared for big creatures. Makes sense. We can get Shelly down here. Demolition Field. I mean, they probably run planes, right? I don't think that's that helpful. Here comes Shelly. Can we saddle? Saddle? Huh? Get him for 2? Alright. Would have been nice to ping him down. That's okay. Still sitting on this Gix's command. It's a get lost. Alright, opponent's playing very defensively here. And we're drawing cards off the Bronco still. And we're sitting on 2 Anoint with Afflictions. Go for the throat. Alright, well, I guess we can map token up to start. Let's see. Activate abilities of land sources. Alright, just checking if I could do anything fancy with the map token there. Yeah, I'll keep it. We'll get in there. Okay, down to 8. Oh, it's the total mana value. Jesus. Jesus Christ. It's so bad. I'm still going to play it, but did not really expect that. Well, that'll teach you to Bronco. We're going to 6. Never didn't have it. Might Gix's command just for the lifelink. What's even down here? No creatures. It's a card. It does get bounced very easily. But I guess we're going for it under the counter spell. Demolition Field could be useful at some point. Let's go for it. Let's saddle up this time. They bounce it now, so we're going to lose 2 life on end step. But we've already successfully saddled, I believe, as far as I can tell. Land, of course, of course. Land for us. We hold go for the throat, I guess. I really doubt they'll tap out. We could also use the map token. I really don't think they're going to play a creature here. We drop lower. Whew. Probably a land. And maybe the slasher. I mean, all the removal should be good in theory. But we basically need a Archfiend to stick and not get bounced for like a turn. No creatures. We've seen 1 Floodmaw. That's interesting. It's at least a target for us. Okay. I'll pick you off. I think it's just the Archfiend here. And continue to saddle. Take 1 more. I mean, we have a Anoint with Affliction too. Just make sure we have black for this. Could also drop the second Annex. Let's go ahead and saddle. Okay, get him. More land. Come on, baby. Give me a nice ping on the opponent. Block. Okay. Well, this is actually not the worst turn for us. They lose some life here. We can drop the second Annex. And get some much needed life back here. Let's go up 4. Thank you. They scoop. Okay. Doozy of a game. What did we learn there? They basically had 0 creatures that game. And the Annex bounce is brutal. Still not sure how good Duress would be over just killing the things anyway. I think we stick it as is. We just be a little bit more careful with the Annex and the Bronco, because we did almost self-immolate there. Yeah, we stick 4 Leylines of the Void for this next, as soon as we finish this match. It's on the draw. It's got nothing to do on 1 or 2. We do get an extra draw to do it. Annex is so-so, honestly, against them. They can put on a lot of pressure. I mean, they could have a nutty first turn. I don't know if we keep this. If they're slow, it's fine. But if they're at all fast, we just get annihilated. This has no removal, but I'm going to keep it because I don't really want to mulligan again. We could probably put back 1 of the Annexes. The draw power is nice. The Slasher's interesting. It's pressure, but they just bounce it. They could bounce the Annex also. I'm going to keep the draw power. And at least we got Graveyard Hate here. I don't know if we need to slam it. I mean, we'll kind of regret it if we don't later, though. So I'm going to drop it now. If they have Exile, Anti-Exile spell, you know, whatever. Just get it done. But I don't want to hit a 2-drop and be forced off our curve. Because we basically know what we're doing for the next several turns here. We also have no white yet, which is good. Okay, land to graveyard. Sure. We start taking things out of the graveyard. None of that stuff for you. We do not hit anything interesting. Can't Demolition Field either, so we do absolutely nothing for turn 2 here. Okay, mill 4. Looking to get a pick here. I guess there's no chance for us to respond yet. We want to get the Helping Hand, I suppose, or Found in the Third Path. Let's take some things. Let's get this guy. That seems good to me. Okay, we attempt the Annex. See how that goes. Picklock. Mill some more stuff. Get a Floodmaw. They can bounce our Annex or the Ghost Vacuum. So I don't think I don't know if they can I don't know if the Prankster is a only a creature in the graveyard or also counts as an instant or sorcery. I remember being surprised that if it's in your hand, you can actually Found in the Third Path it. Yeah, they bounce that. That's good. Okay, the Floodmaw bounce on the Vacuum is really non-consequential, so that's fine. I think we're going to wait 1 more turn. I want to say that the Picklock Prankster does not count as an instant in the graveyard in terms of getting it back, but I could be wrong. These cards are exiled for good, though, so that's not really a big whiff. Helping Hand just for Monastery Mentor. It's not so scary. We don't sound like we have an answer anyway. I think it's Annex Vacuum. And we can get Helping Hand at some point, I guess. One of you can probably get in there. Get him dead. Drop to 18. I mean, I don't think we're off to a bad start yet. Nothing's really happened. Okay. Let's see what they get here. Instant or sorcery from their hand, alright. For 2 mana. Get lost, pick off my enchantment. Sure. Alright, they're going pretty wide here. Interesting tech against us. What else you got? No? I'll chump block here. We only got so much life. It's as good as chump as any. Alright, Ghost Vacuum up. Probably take the Helping Hand. Although Get Lost is... Is Get Lost not down there? Hold on, I'll take this. Get Lost is there, I swear to God. Okay, we'll get that this turn before they do anything else. So we could bat and annex this turn, which isn't bad. Certainly mana efficient. Let's see what's in that hand. Another Mentor and a Helping Hand. Helping Hand does nothing right now. They will get to mill 4. But, hopefully we can strip it out in response, I think. So we could just take the Mentor here. Because I don't have any good targets yet. I think that's reasonable. Here comes the Annex. No attacks, we hold some chumps here. Down to 16. They mill 4, let's see if they get anything good. I don't see any creatures. Okay. Pump it up. We might need a Gix's Command at some point. Chart a course. Yeah, they're really pumping things up here. Let's see what they discard now. Helping Hand again. It's another chump here. We could almost give him back the Mentor. Doesn't really matter that much. I think we wait. It's a lot of damage though. I mean, we'll play a Archfiend here, but it's gonna get bounced almost certainly, right? How many Into the Flood Maws are down here? Just one. We could just take the Into the Flood Maw and maybe survive. There's a lot of damage. This is gonna be a tough turn. Down to 10. Let's go get the... Oh, Get Lost is also bad. Both are bad. I guess Get Lost is slightly worse, although it's more expensive. And also uses up their white mana, which is interesting. How do you feel if they Get Lost our Demon, as opposed to just bouncing it? They have a lot of attackers here. We kind of need to draw into the Sweeper very soon. I kind of like them using up their white mana, though. We have the backup Demon. It's bad either way. I guess we can take both. We can take the next one on our turn. So for 6 mana, I mean, it's not amazing. We could level up the Ritual Chamber, I suppose. Or we could try to top deck more removal off the top. I guess it's probably better to play a 4 mana blocker. Let's do this. And let's go ahead and basically take Get Lost out of here, I think. I don't really think we're blocking with the bat, although we might actually. Let's hang back here. We might actually block. Okay, we draw. See if we hit removal. We don't. Second Ghost Vacuum. That's interesting. But here comes the Prowess boys, and no Sweeper on our side. How much damage is that? 6? At least. I mean, it's about to be a lot more this turn. Definitely did not need to attack with the bat. Okay. Now it's 9 damage we're taking. And if they bounce, then it is lethal. don't see any bounce stuff down there. Go for the mill instead. Okay. Probably you. Take 9. I don't know why I flipped that. Hui, tired. Slasher not so helpful. We need a sweeper here. There's no way to get it. We have no ability to draw faster. I think that's basically game. I just don't think we can do anything. I guess we can dome them for quite a bit here. Hit him for 12? Double annex for the win? Okay. I think we just won. Trigger. Okay. Well, I need some practice with this deck. We're definitely putting in 4 copies of Leyline because that was devastating game 1. And even game 3, that would have been huge to have. Yeah, Mono Black's weird. I haven't played it in a while. On the play. Yeah, looks great to me. If they play creatures, they're going to have a tough time. Land. Go. Bonobo. Ooh, a little mono red. Okay. I see you. Should we bat them? How good is Bronco at all? Turn 2, we take 4 damage off the mouse. It's just kill everything, right? Just anoint with affliction everything. That's all you do? Anoint with affliction, slasher. That's it. That's the whole game, right? Do we even bother doing anything else? There's the mouse. I guess this is one of the things you want to exile. I mean, double striking is pretty strong too. Let's take out the double strike. I don't mind taking 1. And then, I think I should just drop the slasher, unless we hit a 1-drop here. Oh, we do. It's so big. Let's see what's in that hand with the bat first, I think. What other creatures you got? Mouse, claw, shock. Alright, so we have to take shock here. And we know they have rage. But they can play around that pretty easily. So let's just zap this thing. They go land, drop the mouse, then they can target, and then in response we could try to disfigure, and then they rage. And then after that point, I don't know. I don't think they'd fall for it that well. No blocks. I can annoy with affliction that. So I guess we get down the Bronco here. Mono Black is so chill, man. You don't even do anything. You just play some cards. Generally works out. Now they could, in response, they could Witchstalker Frenzy their own Nemesis. They don't have it, but I guess that's something we probably should have thought a little bit more about. Okay. I'm gonna put that rage somewhere. I don't think we really want to block the Swift Spear with the Bronco. Let's just get rid of the Nemesis. And they can rage up on the Swift Spear for a decent chunk of damage. Okay, 5 to the face. Down to 12. That's a good card. We could even saddle with it. How crazy is that? They don't have a very fast turn ahead of them. I don't think that's... Oh, it's actually saddle 3. We could saddle with both the bat. Just to draw a single card. We haven't hit land yet this turn. I don't think you can do that. I think you just have to do nothing here. You can attack with the bat. I don't think we can tap everything just to saddle this thing. It's inappropriate. We swing for 1 lifelink. Alright, they show us everything. They got nothing. For 3 mana and a life, we can make a fish. That's nice. Does that let us saddle? I mean, not really. We could get in with these guys, both of them. If they rage, it's like pretty tough. To the first strike. It's not worth it against mono red, I don't think. I think we drop the slasher. We need a big boy demon to really saddle this. Another land off the top. So they can get a pair of 2/2 double strikers, or even a 3/2 double striker. We could chump block with the slasher and not worry too much about it. Okay, I'm happy trading off the slasher here. If we don't, though, and they have to block on the way back, how good is that? It's okay. I think I'm fine just trading resources for the time being. So you can go here, and then I think just eat 4 from the other half. Down to 10. Slasher will come back eventually. That's really freaking nice. That means we could Bronco here and just take a little bit of damage just to hit a little more draw. I guess I just blocked the Bronco. Alright. Let's get him this time. We can chump block with the Bronco. We can hold, go for the throat. That's no big deal. Okay. I don't think we're blocking. I think we're swinging for lethal next turn. Let's see who's getting in there. 2 of you guys. I think we're just gonna kill the double striker here. I think we can block like this and eat damage from the Swiftspear. And then we'll take out the claw as well. Now what? You gonna play something else? Looks like they want to monster trade the Swiftspear, but they're too chicken. They're too chicken. Aha. You want the bat for lightning strike. Okay. That's fine. And then you can shock the Bronco? Not sure. Okay. Well, I guess we're picking you off. That's a lot of damage to take. Bronco down. This figure looks pretty good to me. Yeah. Let's get him. Okay, game 2. Just put in all the creature removal, all the sweepers. Now the thing is, they actually do sub in. Oh, that's tough. They actually sub in the forge, so we don't have infinite time. We'll be able to draw this game. That's actually an issue. We don't have a great answer to the forge, really. I mean, all this stuff's good in general. I'm actually not sure how much you can really sub in. Harvest Misery is great. The bat does take the forge. I think you have to have the bat. Bronco do not need in spades. In fact, maybe that's the card that's cut the most. We just don't really have enough time to be losing life like that. Liliana's a little bit less good on the draw, but she's okay. Sweeper's interesting because the lifelink can come out of nowhere and end the game. So at least one of these I think is good. What else do you cut, man? Maybe like the demons, some of the demons? Shoulder's very... Yeah, maybe like this. Maybe the demons are what you cut. Maybe the 6/6 back, they can't get through that. But the 2/4 they can get through. What if we do it like this? We didn't fit any Eclipse in there. Is that better than Liliana? Probably on the draw, yes. I mean, it's more efficient than almost anything else. Alright, let's try this. I'm feeling okay about this. Oh, baby. The 6-lander. The Hand of Dreams. We mulligan this. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think just keep all the removal. I don't even know if we need the Slasher per se. We could put back a land on the draw. I'm doing it. We're going to be just fine. We got a lot of 1 and 2 drops. So we do need to watch out for the Forge. The Forge is definitely an issue. I think we disfigure before they can potentially outrage us. So you're dead. Have not hit that 3rd land yet. Mouse. We can wait on you. And go for throat. There's that next land. Very nice. So we'll see if we need to do anything or if we can Eclipse here. Depends what they play. Double strike. I think I'm willing to take it. What else you got? You got another creature for me? Come on. Show it to me. Alright, so they could still rage one of these. But if they don't have it, it's pretty big for us. -2? Do you have the rage? Looks like they do. They're going to save one of these guys, but not both. Okay. Take a good amount of damage this turn. Claw. And 6 double strike. Maybe. Maybe they'll level up the claw. Now they're going for 6 double strike. Okay. 3/3. Hit twice. Down to 12. We hold both removal spells. I mean, we could do the bat here. Take that last card. I'm okay with that. Let's see if it's a land. It's a shock. Great. And we hold Go for the Throat on the mouse. Shock you. Okay. Get back the shock. Still taking the mouse here. Down to 11. Alright, mouse be gone. See if they level up the claw. I guess they will. It's just trying to get as much as they can out of these cards. Down to 9, shock in hand. More land is okay here. We do the slasher thing. We may pick off the claw before combat, just to eliminate one more source of trigger. It's just land, yeah. Alright, before combat, let's eliminate this thing. Then the question is, do we have attack with the slasher? With the village and shock in hand? I think the answer is yes. Oh yeah, we just slam that. We don't even need to flip it. Just get him for 11 damage. 2 then 9. Okay. Make a 6/6 demon. That's about game. Yeah, that's about game. That's a very mono black. It's awful to be on the opposite side of this. It just feels terrible to play mono red against black all day. And yeah, this is what it looks like from the other side. On the draw, this looks great. We keep it. Ooh, it's the Swamp Mirror. Let's go. Let's see if Fountain Port puts any work in. Ooh, Demir. It's not the mirror. Alright, buckle up. Obviously, resolving Annex is huge. We don't know what they run. Well, that's pretty big. I guess it's annoying with Affliction? No, we gotta burn the Disfigure here. Not gonna be too many Disfigure targets. Potentially. We do get to slam the Annex, which is quite nice. I think I'm up for that. Get those draws going. First person Annex is probably pretty far in the lead. And then we'll try to Archfiend next turn if they'll let us. They Archfiend here. Okay. Does that change? Yeah, we probably got to kill that. That's probably all we can do this turn. I don't think we wait for a counterspell. I think you just pick it off here. It's so much damage. If we play Archfiend and they untap and they kill ours and then hit us for 6, that gets us pretty far behind. See if they slam the next one. No. Well, I would like to, we don't know if they play into the Flood Maw. It's a little more mana efficient to just flip the chamber. I think it's the better option here than into the Flood Maw. Yeah, we're going to just unlock this thing. We'll see what happens. Destroyed. Alright, so that's fine. A little more mana efficient. We're down to 16. We're down to 14. They do have the creature land. So we need to start mounting a demon defense very soon here. But land this turn means we could pick off their next demon and also play our own, but we really need a demon to stick into land here. So here comes the Archfiend under potentially a Phantom Interference. Then we can either hold a removal spell or play out the Bronco. And I'm kind of tempted to play the Bronco here. Doesn't seem like we need removal, and the Bronco could just like chump block the Reef if we absolutely had to keep our life total healthy. So there's the counterspell. We played under it by doing the Archfiend first. And finally, we're on the move the opposite direction. They're down to 1 or 2 cards. It's moving the right way here. Archfiend of their own, but we have their removal spell. You need to win quick now, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Begin by picking you off. And I doubt they... I don't know if they play any sweepers or not. I kind of just want to slam the Harvester of Misery here after combat, or even the Slasher. I don't think I want to throw them the next Archfiend, in case they do have some weird sweeper, and I don't know. Slasher's good to go. It's a lot of damage still. And we just hold anything else. Trigger on the stack, flash in the Mastermind. We can Harvester that away, I suppose. It's as good a use for it as any. Zap you. Take 2 more. Looking like game. So Dimir, Spell Stutter. I mean, Liliana seems kind of okay. We're on the draw. It's good against the demons. We don't know how many little flash things are going to flash in. Cut down's almost useless, right? Like all the disfigures should basically get out if we can. If we can put more powerful stuff in. Duress seems okay for their annexes. I know with Affliction also just isn't going to have that many targets, so that could go. I think destroying any generic creature is probably more powerful here. Gix's command is probably more powerful here. So who can we kick? Can we get rid of all of the Anoint with Afflictions? Just go for the Throat, Bat, Bronco, Duress, Slasher, Torment. Just all the most powerful stuff. I mean, they do have some Broncos. And they have some Masterminds. Still the Harvester in here somehow. Harvester could be good against them. I think this is kind of okay as is. Let's try it out. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, what are they going to sub in? Cheap counter spells for our expensive demons. Duress, Bloodletter. Oh, man. On the draw. Jeez. How good is Duress going to be against them? It takes the draw engine. It's not terrible. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep it. I don't think it's that bad. They're not going to be any one-drops. They're not going to play a mono-red, 1-mana hasty creature. So we have a turn to Duress here. And we got nothing better to do, so that's what we're doing here. Target opponent, what do you got? There's the Annex. I definitely want you. And maybe Liliana next turn. Yeah, draw engine can go. That's why Duress is in there, specifically to pick out the Annex. And then, yeah, I guess it's the Bronco. We took out all of our cheap removal spells. Oof. Okay, I guess we take Liliana here. And we'll deal with the rest of it as it comes. It's a lot of land. We kept the hand. We knew what we were getting into. I was just hoping, we had a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Something else. Jace. Oh, they're going to mill us to death. That's not good. That's not a good sign. We don't have an amazing answer to that. And any creature we play is going to get zapped immediately. That's a good answer to the Bronco. I don't know where Demolition Field comes in. But we do not have a good answer to Jace. And our first creature is going to get immediately destroyed. Let's see, whenever it attacks. Alright, so before they move to attackers, we'll zap this guy. Jace is going to be sitting around for a long time, I'll tell you that. It's going to be hard to break through. Slasher is the best thing to play here. Again, I don't really know how Demolition Field's going to help. We kind of don't need to show it until they play a creature land, maybe. With double Fountain Port, killing one Fountain Port isn't super helpful. Let's see if they burn Go for the Throat here. And then we got to deal with the 6/6 demon somehow. They might just ignore it. It's a demon. It's a big demon. Must be answered. Okay. So we can draw, or we can just make a demon. They kill the demon, flip it next turn. I mean, they'll definitely kill the demon. I mean, the other choice is to just take the draw and try to draw into a removal spell. Just maybe the better of the options. It's gonna hurt though. It's gonna hurt a lot. No attacks with you. You just hang out for a bit. No. It is a demon though. But they're gonna kill something. I was hoping they'd burn Go for the Throat on the Slasher. But now they have a fish blocker. They're really not incentivized to do that right now. And it's neutralized by the Jace anyway. 6 to the face. Down to 10. Down to 8 if they kill a creature. Down to 6 off our Annex. We basically lose next turn at this rate. There goes our last creature. Oh, we discard a card. I think the Demolition Fields can go. We could play the Bloodletter here, though. I mean, they have their removal spell. It's so bad either way. I guess you have to keep the creatures. But the 4-mana card could be paired with a removal spell. It's not that one, though. See, I mean, the most mana-efficient thing is to do this, but we've basically lost here. This is about game right here. Again, we could draw. So if we do this, they kill one creature, they Lily on the other one. We basically lose. So we have to kill the Archfiend right here, actually. I don't think there's any other way to do it. Which means we have to draw into the 2-mana removal spell. Go for the throat right now. No attacks. That's fine. It's gotta be right here. We get 2 draws to do it, and we drop to 6. And we drop to 4, actually, if they kill our creature in response with Go for the Throat. But here we go. There's no other way to do it. It's not a removal spell. It's not a removal spell. That's it. That's all there is to it. We lose. Swing for 6. We can see if they show us any other cards. If we learn anything. I mean, we don't have a good answer to the Planeswalker, that's for sure. We did take out cheap removal, which could have hit the Bronco early. So maybe we could put in some more stuff like that. Be able to play this game. That was toughy. Really nothing to be done on our side from there. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate our logic last time. I thought all the arguments we made were pretty good. Just all the things that can kill the demons. I don't think you want to put that many cards in for the cheap stuff. Like, even an Eclipse could be good if we had to have something to interact earlier. Maybe just one, though. Okay, let's run it back. I think basically what we said made sense. We just answered the demons, and we didn't draw answers to the demons that game. So that's kind of it. Also, on the draw was tough. Also, I think we had a bad starting hand, right? We're on the play. It's an okay starting hand. I think it's acceptable with the NX. Yeah. 1 black. That's enough. Turn 1 Duress. Take the draw engine if we can. Liliana or Anoint. Definitely Liliana. They're the Fairy Mastermind and the Bronco. Yeah, they definitely kept plenty of cheap stuff. Interesting. We'll be the first to Bronco, though. That could be second black if we need it. So just Bronco here. And see if they anoint it or try to play their own Bronco. Probably anoint it, I'd imagine. Go for the throat. Yeah, I doubt they'll let us move to combat. But you never know. Oh, they do let us move to combat. Okay. Nice. Land. Sweet. Did not expect that. So they want to flash in the Mastermind. To punish us for drawing off the NX. So we could hold Go for the Throat in response, but I think I'm fine with us both drawing. I mean, we're the one with the Archfiend in hand. So either they counter this or they flash in the Mastermind to get their second draw. Oh, the negates! The negate coming out. The hard negate. Wow. Alright. There goes our creature too, but we're left with the Bronco, unless they go land Anoint, which they should. They should take it. They don't have to do it now, but they should do it. They do it now. No waiting around here. It's a card. We can actually play it this turn, because we saved the Murex, which is good. And now we see if they have more removal lined up. It's the Bronco. We probably want to kill that. Oh, that last card. You got it? Oh, you got it. All right, tie game. That, I guess we save for an enchantment. We basically want to go for the throat with the Bronco before they go to combat. We can't really afford for them to... what else can we do here? Sack a token, draw a card. We don't have any tokens yet. We can't really afford for them to be able to... maybe we Demolition Field this turn. Does it make sense to do it now? We can probably do it on end step. Eh, they have another one anyway. Well, now it doesn't really make as much sense to do. Now we should wait until they invest mana to power it up, which is too bad. That's not terrible, actually. So 3 mana to make a fish, and then 2 more mana. So we could do all the things this turn. Do we want to do it now so they can't draw? I mean, we're going to take a beating off the Reef, but we do have life to play with. I guess we can't do it all, can we? Okay. It just happens then. We're missing 1 more mana. We could destroy this now, which is probably about fine. I guess we can see if they play anything better. Maybe it gets countered, but we do have plenty of mana to play around it for the most part. Do you really want to take 2? I think we're going to burn it down. We have no token to sack. Okay. That's a relevant card, certainly. Black. I mean, we're trying to make a token, sack a draw card, then do this thing again. And we're still short the same amount of mana, right? Maybe we have one more this time. No, we're still short, right? 3 and tap. Yeah, we're same mana as last time. Okay. Two to the face, down to 16. So might as well make the treasure token here, I guess. And then hopefully Sunken Citadel can put in work. Ideally we hit removal for the Mastermind so they aren't drawing with us. That is removal for the Mastermind. So I think I want to do this and draw, basically. But technically we could wait until their turn. Just to threaten the reef, continue to threaten the reef. I think that's okay. Let's let them basically go to combat first. Are you going to have us both draw? Alright, so then in response we do this so that we don't draw our second card this turn. Let's can use all our black mana. That feels like not what I want to do. About like 1 black mana. I don't know, this? Something like this. We have the treasure too. So now we each draw. That's okay-ish. It's time to go for the shores, I guess. Here comes the reef. We demolition field it. Before they enter combat. And get the mill. Mill could be a win con for them, I suppose. But they got one more to go. Lots of basics. For 2 mana we can sack a token, draw a card. Let's do it. That's huge. Give me that card. Okay, finally managed to pull together something here. Let's see what's in that hand. What do you got? Go for the throat. I'll take that. Citadel. Definitely put in work here. So we should be able to do some more good stuff. And we got go for the throat for the creature land, which is important. There aren't too many answers to that. We have a lot of cards left. We don't have to do this just now. We can't actually do anything else. We don't have enough mana to do it. So let's burn it, I guess. Manual taps for black. Removal spell for the bat. Get back, go for the throat. Okay. Reef down. Yeah. With 3 mana open, we can make a fish. Which I guess is what we're doing here. Down to 13. That's a card. Slamming it isn't so productive, though. Let's see if we can draw a better card here. Hold on, hold on. We might as well attack first if we're going to do this. Get him. Alright. Sack a token, draw a card. Nice. Of the 2, I guess we can give him the Bloodletter here. And then slam the Archfiend next turn. Might be a bit better. Yeah. What else you got? Bronco. I think it's all coming down. Play first. No stick there at all. Play out the Bronco as well. If they have a sweeper, we'll be sad. But hopefully they don't. Jace. Okay. They plus on you. They want us to kill ourselves by not being able to finish the game fast enough. We draw another Archfiend, though. I think that's coming down to saddle. Saddle up. And then with 4 mana, We can make a treasure or fish or something. Scoop. Dude, these creature lands really came in clutch for the late game. They've earned my respect over the other kind of black tap land you can play. 24 Mythic. Not bad. Not too shabby. We're getting there. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, a subscribe. All that helps out the channel so much. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.